Hello everyone, welcome to my second lab for today. And hopefully today we do some practicing about the PowerShell. And if you remember last week, we have a practice for PowerShell basic commands where we have learned about how to create a directory and how to create a file and how to rename and how to MV command. We use some basic commands in the PowerShell. And let's see how we can do the practice today in the PowerShell. Please see, you can see the screen here. The PowerShell is ready for the practice. So what we can do here, so first of all, we make a plan for create the directory today. Again, if you recall, last time we used the new item. And a new item is a very important cmd-let which can help us to create any file or folder in the PowerShell. So new item will help us. And now example here, you will give some parameter item type and you can give the parameter next directory. That means we are going to create a directory again, mean to say folder here. And then you can see here example today. So today is again the folder here which we are going to create. So now our folder is created. So now what we can do more here, example, let's see, try to rename it. Can we rename it? Yes, we can rename it. So rename item can help us. Okay, so this is the directory and you want to make a new name. Today is the current name for the directory and you want to make it the new name, example, new underscore today. That means this is a new name. So today we'll know more in the system. So now new underscore today, this is my new directory name. This is the old directory name. Okay, now it is changed. It's okay. So we can change any directory or any file with the help of a rename item. So let's try to create a one more file here. This time, how we can create a file? Change this one, directory parameter, and use the file parameter. And here you can write here example 123.txt. So what we created 123.txt, this is a file here. So file is in the system. Now you want to change, rename the file. So give the source file and new example 456. Okay, look here. So this way rename item can help us to change the directory and the file as well. So only one cmd-let is enough, I think. So we can use it. Okay, so now how we can go in our location, example here, where you want to go, example in, this is the current location new today. So we are there and let's try to create some file here. Example here, fruit.txt. So guys, here what we have, we created a fruit.txt file here. Now I want to add some fruits names. How I can add? So first is the set content. Set content basically is the cmd-let which can help us to create initial value in the file in the beginning of the file. So example in fruit here, example you want to put apple. So the first fruit is set in the file. Now how we can check this apple fruit is written into the file? So we can use get content. We remember, please, get content is use cmd-let use for the reading the file. That's all. So we can read the file with that. Can you see? So I'm able to read the file with the help of get content. Obviously, in the Linux operating system, we have a cat command. Please try it. It is also available in the PowerShell. Please look here. So cat, you can use it. Mostly we use in the bash in the Linux scripting with this command. And now if we have a PowerShell, so I recommend you to use a get content. So get content will help us to read the file content very easily. And previously, I think we were using the type command. It is also there, but in a scripting language, in PowerShell, Microsoft Script, that recommend to use get content. So later on, we will see what is the benefit of the get content with more options. Okay. So this way, what we can do, we can create a file. The file name is fruit, and I can put this fruit name into the file with the help of set content. So now next command is like get content, which can help me to read out the file. I can print the fruit name in my screen. Okay, so that way that's reading the file. Okay, now what we can do, so we have read the file with the get content. Now there is only one fruit into my file. Can I add more fruit into the file? Yes, we can add more fruit into the file. For that, what we can use, we have to use the add content. Add content, I will use add content, and here you can give the input as a file. And now you can add example, you can put example orange. Okay, and next check orange is added into the file. That means practically add content working as a append operation. This is actually appending the data into the file. So get content basically reading the file. Okay, if you remember set content, this is basically the set the content initially, but if you execute again, it will makes overwrite. So overwrite example here, you want to example 1, 2, 3. So what will happen? So previously I added appended orange. After apple, I have a orange. Can you see right now? And now I apply the set content, fruit, text, and 1, 2, 3. Now look here, it is executed. So what does the system make for us? So now please try to see get content. What should be the output here? Output should be 1, 2, 3. What happens? Because set content perform the override operation. Okay. So this is same like our Linux output redirection operator. So this is the same here. You can see set content can perform the, if you execute second time, it will make overwrite. So idea is to use the set content example apple. Now I can again overwritten apple. Now next you want to example peach, and here don't forget to use the add content. And one more here, what fruit you want to add example, let's see mango. Look here. So now how many fruit in my fruit file? Look here. So apple, peach, and mango. So practically guys, please look here. I can create a file, and in my file I can easily append the data very easily. Okay, so we can take the same example here once more. Let's try to create it. Example, we can create a file first. So example, let's see, new item here, and then please give example number dot text. Now please add some numbers which would like to do. So example, set content input file is the number, example 450. I put this number and I want to check this number with the help of get content. So 450 is there. Now what I want to do, so I want to add some more number, example 150. Oh, so this is the very bad, because what we have to do, we should give the add content, but it was the get content. That's why you can see. Also, please try to read the error. A positional parameter cannot found that accept the argument 150. That means get content basically used for the reading the file, and after that there is a new positional parameter 150 that is not acceptable. That means this is an error. We have to remove it. How we can move it? Give the right cmd let and then put here example 550 here and one more 650 and one more 750. Now please see how many numbers we have: 450, 550 and 650 and 750. Please try to see. That means we are able to create a file and we can easily add some data into the file. Okay, now I want to remove this file. How I can remove the file? Okay, so we have a remove item. Okay, here give the number. It is give the number file. This is file. So remove item and after then the file. Look here. So file is removed. You want to check. So for checking the file, we use test path, basically test path, and give number dot text. So output goes false. That means we have no such a file. But if I want to check the file, example fruit, what is the answer? True. That means file is there. So guys, test path basically check the existence of the directory or the folder in the system. So please look here, fruit is there. That's why I got true. Okay, but number is not there. This file is not there. That's why I got false. So it gives false or true. Okay, so now what we can do more here, let's see. So let's go to the again add some number once again here. Now please try to see in number file we have this data. Okay, now I want to remove this data, but I don't want to remove the file itself. In that case, what we can do? Very nice cmd let, we have a clear content. Please use the clear content that help us to remove the values, remove the data inside the file. Okay, so clear content and give the file name. Now what will happen? If I give the test path and number, what is the answer? What will be the output? True or false? True. What does it mean? File is there. But what about the data? What about the values inside the file? How we can check? Get content and number. What will be the output now? Output will be nothing. Why? Because we applied clear content previously. That means file value has been removed, but file is not removed. File itself existing in the system. That means we are able to remove the data. So get content basically help us to read the file. So dear guys, I hope you can get it, how we can create a file and how we can add the data and how we can set the data in the beginning and how we can overwrite the data in the file. And also we checked file or directory is there or not. So test path will help us. And we also know how we can clear the data inside the file with clear content. And if you want to remove the file or directory, please use the remove item. Okay, so in this way you can do whatever you want to do, up to you how we can do that. So basically this is the important file related cmlet. Okay, now next what we can do more here, let's see, clear host. Now how we can see in this current directory what we have. Do you remember last week? I think we used it, get child item. So get child item will list out the files and folder whatever we have in the current location. So in current location I have a fruit and number file. Now what we can do, example, let's see, try to create a one more directory example here, new item, and then after example I, this is a parameter and directory and example test. So test is a directory I created in the current location. The current location is this. Okay. Now I want to copy some files. So this is my choice, which file I want to copy. So what I use? Copy item. Please use the copy item. So now which file you want to copy? This is up to you. Example, number.txt, and where you want to copy, suppose in this test. Okay, so test is the target location. This is the target location, mean to say the directory. And what is this? This is the source file which you want to copy, and do enter. So what happens, guys? Now test directory has a file number. Okay, sure, it is the copy operation. That means file is on the source side, and also file will be copied into the destination. So what is the source? Source is this new underscore today. That means it is a source. It has a number. Okay, and also it should be there. So how we can check? Let's check it. So get child item will show you. Can you see? So number is here. Now you want to see what's inside the test. So get child item test. Look here. So it is copied there. It's okay. So guys, this is the copy operation in the PowerShell. In the Microsoft PowerShell, we can use the copy. Okay. So what is the CMD let again? Please recall. This is the copy item. Please use it. Previously, we were using this command. If you remember, maybe if you had a practice, CP is also the same. Example, let's try to use a CP again here. So what we want to do, example, fruit. So now I want to copy fruit file into the test. It is done. So you have a CP, or maybe you can use a copy item. Okay. Now you want to check. How we can check? Get child item test. So fruit is there and number is there. It was simply copied, and do enter. So please, if I do enter get child item, it show in the current location I have this data. So fruit and number is there. But if I can check in a specific folder, it is also possible. So get child item and give the specific folder. Now you can file these were copied, right? So this way you can easily copy that data from one location to the another location. Same way you can do with the directory as well. Now, if you want to remove the data, how we can remove? If you remember, remove item. Please use a remove item. Okay, remove item, and what you want to remove? Test, and do enter. It will ask you, please see, it will ask you so many questions. Example, yes, why? A mean to say yes to all, N no, L not to all. Okay, so you can select any option. Suspend, for a question mark, it can be suspend. So example, right now I pass no. That means I don't want to remove this because it can contain my crucial data. So no, that means it is not removed. So if you give A, it will remove everything. So if you give yes, it is also remove everything now. Okay, so please try to look here. So let's try to see. And one more, you can give a recurse option. So recurse option will help us to, it will not ask you any question more. So it can be actually crucial command. It can remove the data, like not accidentally, because if you are knowing about recurse, that means it can be remove the whole data without asking you. So recursion operation will be implemented. Example, if we have a data example test directory, in test directory I have many folders, many files. Who cares about it? I don't know actually. So in that way, what I can do, I can use a recurse, and you will see here everything will be removed. So previously, if I don't you give the recurse, it will ask you actually, you want to remove, yes, a lot of options it will ask you. Okay, so recurse will basically remove the data. So guys, this is basically the actual copy operation, and then we apply the remove operation. Now I would like to show you example. Let's see what is the move operation, how we can move it. Let's try to do move one more here. So move operation, what you want to move, example, number file. Where you want to move, because there is no file directory is there. So up to your choice where you want to move. So let's see, first of all, you can create a new item here. Okay. And then after example, create a directory and then create example again, test. I created because previously I removed everything with that. That's why I need to be create again. So look here. So what I use, copy, and this time I will use move operation. Okay, now you will see what is the difference between copy and move. So move item, this is my source file number dot text, and I want to move into the test here. It is moved. How we can check? Get child item, and if you do here, so fruit is still in my current location. I want to show you where I moved in test. Look here, it is moved. You can see here in my current location, number is no more there. Why? Because it has been moved. Can you see here? Just because of the move operation. Previously, I applied the copy operation, which is not the move. So basically move means to say cut operation. So cutting the files from one location and it will paste into the another location. So basically this is the guys move operation which we can use in the PowerShell. So let's see what we can do here. Get child item here. Now let's try to create a example. Let's see, new item here, example 123 dot text 456 dot text. So I have created some files here. So you please see here, I have this file. So now example, get child item. If you want to see, get child item example test. So in my test folder right now, number file is there. So my plan is to be copy only specific files. So here I can use a copy item. So I can use a star. Star means to say all. Now dot text. That means star all. Dot text means to say only text file. If you have any file, example C file, C++ file, right? Shell file, whatever, or maybe zip file, think about it. It will select all the data, all the file with the extension, same extension, which you want. So my target is example text file. Can you see right now? So right now here we have this text file. Okay, three files. I want to copy or maybe move, up to your choice. Okay, so let's see move operation. Okay, and star dot text, but where? At location test. What happens? So in the current location, this text file has been moved. You want to check if you apply this command again. Actually, these are the cmd let. Look here. It is moved. Moved where? Into the test. Cross check. How we can cross check? With that. Get child item. And then don't forget to give the location. You know, location mean to say the area where your directory is stored. So I can use very easily. Okay, so now I also want to show you example, get child item. Now you can give a path here. I told you, so you can move into your whole system. Example here, users, and this is, can you give, I am giving the current all location, users and other folder cushy and space and many more. Example, download, or let's see, I think download is here. Look here. So can you see guys here, it is showing my old download section. Okay, where you can say a lot of data is there in the download section. Okay, so I can go anywhere in the system with the help of path. So I can print. So this is up to you, D drive, E drive, whatever you have. you can do very easily with, you can explore actually. Okay, so guys, this way you can do it. So basically we can use such type of a very important CMD-let, which is basic for the file related and directly related options. Now let's see, try to do with the one more here. Let's see what we can do more here. Example, here let's see what we can do. Example, you want to create a directory here. So how we can create a directory? New item and item type, and here you can give a path. Example, users, and this is the location, and here you can create a example. uh, let's see, hello. So what is the hello is a directory. You can see here it is created. Now if you want to create a further file into this directory, what you have to do, you have to change it here, the file. Okay, can you see now I'm working anywhere in the system. So in my example, this is a location, so you can move anywhere in the system. Example, new item, item type, file, path, and the full path. Here, don't forget to give the slash, because you are getting something under the hello. So that's why slash is important. Now you want to say example, color dot text. So I'm creating a color dot text file. Okay, look here, it is created. So can you see how now I'm working directly anywhere in the location? Okay, so now you want to put some color into the file. How we can put? In that case, you have to change it. So please think, in the beginning of the lab, what I use? Set content. You see right now, set content path. After path parameter, give the complete location. Now, what color you want to add? Example, red. Here. So color is written. This value is written into the file. How we can check? Please do one by one in the system command here once again. How we can check? How we can check the file? Data. Basically file read, get content. So please see get content and the file, but don't give the red here. It's not bad. Why? Because we are not, this is not a good syntax. So get content, always ask one parameter. Okay, the parameter is itself the whole path. Okay, so can you see here right now? I can read the file. Now try to add one more color into that location. Example, let's see, blue. But if I use set content, what will happen? It will overwrite. So what I will use? Add content. Add content basically make append operation. So after red, it should be add blue. It should be add blue color into the file. Which file? Color.txt. It is added. One more color. Example, yellow. One more color. Example, green. Look here. So guys, if you want to print out all the file anywhere in the system, get content, path, the whole location, and do that. So can you see red, blue, yellow, green, these colors are added successfully. Look here. Okay, so this way you can use these CMD-let to access your system very nicely. Okay, so in the last, what we can do, let's try to remove it. And how we can remove anything in the system, anywhere, same here. Which command I will use? Example, let's see, clear. So clear content, what it will does for me, it will remove all the content anywhere in the system on the specific file. So what is the output here? Nothing, because clear content, but color is still there. File is still there. Now you want to remove the file? Yes, we can remove the file with the help of a remove item. Okay, so after remove item, you can remove the file. Which file? Color file. Can you see right now? It will remove easily. Which file? Color.txt is removed. But what will happen? Let's try to see how we can check color is removed. So I told you the test path. Let's try to use a test path. It is true. That means file's color has been removed. Now I want to check hello is there or not. What was the hello? Hello was the directory. Hello is still there. That means this directory is in the system right now. Do you want to remove this directory? Yes, we can remove it. How we can remove? I can use the remove item. Okay. And then after, think about it. If it is empty, there will be no problem. But if it is not empty, what you will use? Recurse option. Okay. So very important to use such a practice cmdlet in the PowerShell. So dear guys, I think it is enough for the today. And today we almost done with the again file and folder commands, which was very important for the practicing. So if you have any queries and you have any question about this practice, please write in the comment section. I will try to help you, or I will try to give the answer if it is it if help to you. Okay, so but don't forget to do the practice based on this lab. So I am going to create the lab based on the first lab and second lab, and then so on. All the labs will be connected. So thank you very much. Keep going the good practicing, and see you in the next lab with the new content. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.